Oh, good afternoon and a very warm welcome indeed on Monday afternoon with a preview of tomorrow's racing on Tuesday. This is Peter Sandrovitch with you live from my office, and thanks very much indeed for making a date with me. I've got two bets to tell you about running on Tuesday. The prices of one of them is 10 to 1, the other one's not come out yet, not yet known. Should be around 6 or 7 to 1, so we're looking at 66 to 1 double on these two horses. They both run at the meeting at Taunton, and so one of the races has been priced up and is 10 to 1. The other one should be around 6 to 1, so clickety-click, 66 to 1 the double. Just before I give you that, I can tell you there are two Snowball bets tomorrow. One of them is 6 to 1, and it's running on the all-weather at Wolverhampton on Tuesday night. The other one provisionally looks like being around about 8 to 1. And they'll pay 66 to 1 the double as well. If you want those two, one at Taunton and one at Wolverhampton, the bet at Wolverhampton is one of the all-weather bets of the year. One of the all-weather bets of the year. And on the all-weather, I have tipped an absolute stack full of winners, ranging from 6 to 1 right up to 25 to 1. And been hammering the winners in all year long on the all-weather and last year as well. And tonight's bet, or should say Tuesday night's bet, is one of the strongest bets that I've put out, and I do expect it to do the business. So those two bets are for £10, not one bet, two bets for £10. At the time of broadcasting, today's Snowball bets have not run, so I can't tell you how they fared, but if you want tomorrow's, they're all ready for you right now. Get on early is what I can say, because normally my horses are backed very heavily and the landslide gambles do pay big dividends, of course. Two for £10, the instructions are below. Once you've paid the £10 to the bank below, you just need to dial in to an email, which is at petersracingtips@gmail.com. Once you've done that, the bets will be sent to you. As long as you paid the tenner, it will come straight back to you, guaranteed. And that's it, done and dusted. Most people know how it works, and that's how it works. Two for tenner, 6 to 1 and an 8 to 1 chance. The 6 to 1 chance at Wolverhampton is one of the nailed on bets of the season on the all-weather, a season which has brought me an absolute armful of winners, and it really has, and I aim for this one to win as well on Tuesday night. So if you want those two bets, get yourselves stuck into them. The two bets I've got for you at Taunton free of charge, I'm going to give you them now. I'm not going to spare too much time about it because I want to keep this message quite brief, but what I will tell you is the first one runs in the 4:30 at Taunton. That's the 4:30 at Taunton, the 4:30. It's a 2 mile 3 furlong handicap hurdle, and there's a horse I'm pretty sweet on here. It's number 4. It's called Celtic Fortune, ridden by Danny McNamee for trainer Neil Mulholland. That's number 4, Celtic Fortune. Form figures so far 0, 0, 0, 0. Runs off a mark of 97. The horse is stepping up in trip today, or I should say on Tuesday, to 2 mile 3 furlongs. It's raced 4 times provisionally so far, all over 2 miles. There's no doubt about it. This horse is running a handicap for the first time and looks very well in indeed. It's had 3 proverbial runs over hurdles. It went off at 50 to 1, 200 to 1 and 100 to 1. And tomorrow at Taunton, it won't be that price. It is 10 to 1 right now with the bookmakers. It's called Celtic Fortune, and it's off a mark of 97, and that looks very, very lenient indeed. And I'll be very surprised if this horse isn't in the first 3, and I'll be disappointed if it doesn't win. It's number 4, Celtic Fortune. It's your first free bet of the day, and it's in the 4:30 at Taunton, and that's one not to miss whatever you do. 12 runners go to post. The bookmaker's paying out first 3. The other bet, which is a freebie, also runs down there in the southwest, down at Taunton, and one of my happy hunting grounds, and it's on a horse which is well capable of absolutely destroying the handicap market it's been given. It could be totally, potentially thrown in at the weights. The assessor has absolutely nothing to go on, and when he's got nothing to go on, and this outfitter behind it, well, it usually means the landslide gamble may well take place. I'll give you this horse now, but don't forget the two bets. One at Wolverhampton is my all-weather bet of the year, certainly one of them, and that means not just this year, it's in the last 12 months, so it's one of my all-weather bets in the last 12 months, and I've had a stack full of winners, you know that, and of course it is a Snowball bet, which is my strongest possible recommendations, and the other bet is one at Taunton on a horse which looks an absolute, well, coming to the boil and ready to strike. Let's just put it like that. It's about 8-1, no form to its name, but it's one of mine again, which are just going to pop up, and I think it will. So 2 bets there, 6-1 and around 8-1. Back and both each way and have an each way double, and you'll be up for the cup, as they say. 2 for a tenner. Follow the instructions below. Okay, this other free bet then, it's owned by JP McManus, ridden by Tom O'Brien. Used to be trained by Johnny Murtagh, this one. Now with Philip Hobbs, been put over the jumps away from the flat over there in Ireland. Last ran it in the flat in Ireland when 3rd of 11 in the year 21. That was at a meeting in Navan. Since then, it's gone all the way over to Philip Hobbs' Minehead stable, where it's had 3 proverbial runs all down the Kent, 10s, 14s and 12s. I don't think there'll be any mistake tomorrow. It's number 9. It's called Sassified. Number 9, Sassified. I'm all over it like a rash. I say the horse has got nothing for the assessor, the handicapper, to go on, and I think Sassified could be absolutely thrown in. I really do. I know the horse is coming to the boil. It's had 3 runs, 1 in November, 1 in December, 1 in January. Now it goes for the gun in February. Hobbs has got it. Tom O'Brien will ride it. It has to go close off a handicap mark of 89. It's fairly slung in. It's number 9. It's called Sassified, and it's each way in the it's in the 5 o'clock at Taunton. The other bet, I say, Celtic Fortune in the 4:30 at Taunton. Don't miss them 2 wonderful, wonderful snowball bets. They are very, very powerful indeed. Indeed, one of them is one of the strongest all-weather bets of the last 12 months. That's it. Go get 'em.